Thrifting ain't easy. I'm feeling creepy. Comping diapers on my eBay app. Good morning, guys. How's it going? Welcome back. My name is Anthony. It's Wednesday morning, so halfway through the week already. Crazy stuff. So I bought some stuff last week, and I bought some things at a yard sale over the weekend. And one of the downfalls of when you buy stuff to resell is you have to sell this stuff. You can't just be buying all the time without selling. So sometimes that involves some cleaning, some testing, all that stuff. So there's a few things that I want to get cleaned and tested today. For instance, that lot of video games I bought, I've been listing them. So some of those PS2 games are kind of scuffed up, so I'm going to use my JFJ EZ Pro to clean some up. And if you're interested, I'll show you how that works. Also, this MIDI controller keyboard down here, I'm still not sure if I'm going to sell this or not. I just don't know, but I still need to test it, and I've not even plugged it in yet. So I figured this would be a good opportunity just to show you how to test one of these things in case you ever find one in the wild. I have found a few of them even at thrift stores, so chances are you might find something like this. I'll show you just an easy way to quickly test it. Pretty simple. Hopefully it works, or else I'll just look stupid, but that's the goal. And then I think I'm going to make just a quick thrift run. I think I'm going to try the little mom and pop shop down the road, the one I just go to a couple times a year. It's probably been several months since I've been there, so that's on the agenda. And then I put together a couple more of these reseller box slots, so we'll go over those in case you're interested in something like that. They've been going pretty quick. The last two that I put up last week were snatched up pretty quick by Roy from RK Treasure Center. He should have them by now, I think, because I sent them out the next day. So thank you very much, Roy. I hope some of that stuff works out for you. But let's go ahead and get started with, I think we'll test this keyboard first. I'll show you how to easily test a MIDI controller keyboard. If you have a Mac, I have a Mac, so I'm going to use GarageBand, but I'm sure there's programs on PC that'll work just as easily. So let's go ahead and start with that real fast. So basically on a MIDI controller, if you turn it over, normally there's going to be a normal MIDI out, which we're not going to worry about right now because I don't have a way to test a normal MIDI out. But most people nowadays are using the USB MIDI. And there's also usually going to be some sort of power supply. You don't need to use the power supply if you're going to use USB MIDI because you'll get your power through the USB plug. And there's also a spot for a sustain pedal on this one. So what we're going to do is just test it using the USB into GarageBand in my Mac computer. So basically you just need one of these, like printer cable type, I think it's type A maybe, USB plugs. Go ahead and plug it in. I saw it flash red, so that's a good sign. Press the button. Well, okay, that turned red, so that's good. Then I'm going to come over here to my computer and bring up GarageBand. So we'll do that real fast. Go over here to a new project, and I'll go to the keyboard collection because we're basically going to test the keyboard function. Okay, and it brings up the keyboards, and now hopefully when I press a key, it'll work, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. And it works. So. And then you can go through and change the sounds and stuff, but that's just basically testing your program. The controller seems to work. You can adjust the octaves. Yes. Octave down. Down again. Go back up to 0. So, pretty good. You can adjust the modulation and pitch with these little wheels right here. Yeah, everything seems to work. And of course you can play a quick little ditty on it too. So cool, that seems to work okay. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to sell this because that's a lot of keys and that's a lot of upgrade compared to my little ones. So at least it works, and we know that. So if you find one at a thrift store or a pawn shop or a music store or Facebook Marketplace or a yard sale or whatever, pretty easy to test as long as you have a Mac. Otherwise, you'll have to see what kind of program that you can download. I don't know if maybe Audacity works with the PC as far as testing MIDI controllers. Probably. I've just never used Audacity. So that's that. Now I need to pull out this JFJ EZ Pro. Let me show you how I clean some of these discs. It'll be quick. Okay, so the JFJ EZ Pro. In no way am I trying to sell you one of these things. I think they're like 130 bucks maybe. I'm not sure. I've had mine for a couple years now. If you buy any sort of media in bulk as far as like video games or DVDs, CDs, stuff like that, then you may want to grab one if you enjoy not checking every single disc you buy, because I've had great luck with being able to clean up pretty decently scratched media in the past. So if that appeals to you, then you may want to invest. If you sell tons and tons of media, then this may not even be enough for you. But if you're selling that much media, you probably know that and you know what machine you should have. But if you're just selling a pretty good amount of media and you don't like having to check every single disc, I really like the JFJ EZ Pro. And it's super easy to use. So let me show you how to do that real quick. So I don't know how well this will show up, but this PS2 disc has quite a bit of scuffs and scratches on it. So what you're going to want to do is find your buffing pads. So here's one of them right here. It kind of sticks with Velcro down there. So there's basically a white one and a blue one. They both start off white, but one of the cleaners is blue and one of the cleaners is white. Now the funny thing is, white is marked number 2 and the blue is marked number 1. However, you want to start with the white. I have it written on this pad box right here just so I don't forget. So basically what you want to do is stick the white pad on the Velcro wheel, shake up the bottle a little bit, and then put some dabs of the polishing compound right on there. And I've seen some people rub it in. I never do that. I don't know. Don't necessarily be like me. I'm just showing you how I do it. You're going to want to unscrew this little wheel right here, because that is what is going to hold on the disc. So don't over tighten it because you don't want to crack the disc. Basically, this is step number 1. I'm going to shut it closed. It kind of presses the disc against the buffing wheel. Then I come down here to the timer options, and I always start with 1 minute. So I'm going to press that and let it go through the 1 minute cycle, and then we're going to go on to step number 2. I won't make you watch the whole thing, but there's what it looks like. Alright, so it's all finished up as far as step number 1 goes. So we're going to pull off the white buffing wheel, and we're going to put on the blue buffing wheel. Shake up the blue compound and do the same thing. Add some dabs. Close her up, and we're going to go with 1 minute yet again. Fast forward. Alright, all done. So now we can unscrew this. Let me put this down first. So I can already tell it looks better. It needs cleaned real quick. So we have this little disc cleaning spray that comes with it. I think it's just like any sort of anti-static spray. Spray it down, and it comes with some microfiber cloths, which again, super easy to find. And then you just clean it off. Get all the polishing compound off that got left behind, all the residue. Now that looks a whole lot better. Again, not sure how well you're going to be able to see it, but that was just 1 minute on each compound. If you still see some scratches, no problem, just do it again. Sometimes I have to do them a couple times, but pretty happy with these results. So that's how you use a JFJ Pro disc cleaner. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to go ahead and finish up these other couple discs and get those listed. And then I'm going to go see if we can find anything in that little thrift store down the street. So I'll bring you along. Hopefully I don't make a fool of myself by not finding anything. But it's been a long time since I've been there, so let's go check it out. Okay, so the plan was to go into the little mom and pop thrift store that used to be my honey hole. I made a video about it a few months ago, but I don't go there very often, and it's been months and months, and they're not open yet. So we're going to try out the old standby. Let's run into Goodwill real fast and see if they have anything. Nothing on the new carts. Let's see, nothing on the new carts. No good Bibles. They're usually pretty good as long as they have a sealed cartridge inside. So for $2.99, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. Some padded flat rates for sale. I think it says 99 cents. That's funny.
$3.20.
Alright, so we grabbed that printer cartridge for the Kodak, so we'll get it home. It was open box, but it looks like some stuff is sealed inside, so we'll take a look and see how we did. I think it'll be okay. Alright, just got back from Goodwill. I tried to go to that little mom and pop thrift store. Like I said, they weren't open yet. They have weird hours now because of everything that's going on, so I didn't feel like waiting around. So I did pick up one thing from Goodwill. It was $2.99. I think you saw it on the shelf. It's a little Kodak photo paper kit with a print cartridge, and it's been opened, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. I think there's extras in here, things I don't necessarily care about. Here's the main deal right here. This is the print cartridge, still sealed in the package, which is a good sign. And then it looks like it has a photo tray with it. which I don't know if those are valuable by themselves or not. I'm really not sure. It looks like some sort of power supply. Again, no idea. And then there's some sealed paper. So what I'm interested in is selling this along with these. I think I could probably get about 35 bucks or so selling these open box, basically without a box. I've had luck doing that before. It's cool when you find these sealed unopened, because then they're super easy to sell and list. eBay or Amazon, they go for a lot more on Amazon, but this will probably be a pretty decent seller just as it is, just with no box. Good enough, I guess, for $2.99. I was only in there a couple minutes, and if the mom and pop shop had been open, that would have been cool, because I've not been there for a long time, and I was just at Goodwill the other day. So that's what I found. No big deal. Right, so to finish things up, I did put together a couple reseller box lots for the big cartel store. I'll put the link down below. It's first come, first serve. There's only 2, and they usually get snatched up pretty quickly. So I'm gonna try to kind of get ahead on these things, because there's still a bunch of stuff that I want to get rid of for pennies on the dollar. It just takes some time to throw stuff in the box. So I have 2 right now. The first one right here is just chock full of power cables, and it's in a padded flat rate. So I got to see exactly what the shipping is on Pirate Ship for a padded flat rate. Was it like $7.50 or $8? Between $7.50 and $8.50. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've shipped one. 8 something, I think, on Pirate Ship. So there's like a laptop power supply. I'll just kind of dump it out. So if you need some power supplies just to keep in your eBay room, just for testing and stuff, I'm going to put this on Big Cartel for $5 plus whatever the shipping is. Just a bunch of random power supplies that might be able to help you out if you buy something that doesn't have one. So that's what we're looking at for the first lot. A bunch of power supplies, $5 plus shipping. The second one is going to be in a padded flat rate box for a medium flat rate box, so that's $13.20 shipping. And just like the other ones that we've done, we'll do $10 plus that $13.20, so $23.20 shipped. And what's inside? We have this kerosene heater replacement wick sealed in the package, a new old stock Wacky Walker, a sealed SanDisk ImageMate card reader. All the electronics in here are untested, without cords or anything, so that's why they're in here. I've not ever even plugged them in or anything. So here's a old Garmin. There is an Xbox original DVD remote, untested Xbox 360 hard drive. I think it's just a 20 gig. A First Data credit card reader, USB credit card reader. A new old stock Santa's Race and Sleigh from 2002 Hallmark keepsake ornament. A Nintendo DS Guitar Hero controller. A vintage Kodak Disc 4000 camera. A vintage Bud Light, I guess, lapel pin. That's pretty cool. I've had that for years, and it's been kind of sitting in a box, so I'm throwing that in there too. A Timex Expedition alarm clock, and this weird software that I bought a long time ago. It's called Windows Small Business Server 2008 Standard. I bought it because the comps look good, but I don't understand necessarily how to test or sell this kind of software or the legalities involved. So I'm not telling you to buy this and sell it, but it'll be in the box lot if you know what you're doing when it comes to something like this. I know that there's legalities involved with selling Windows software like this, so that'll be in the box, just in case you're interested. That's what's in there. So $10 plus shipping on this box, and $5 plus shipping on that bubble mailer. So when this video goes live, those will be up and available for purchase if you're interested. This is just how I'm cleaning stuff out and trying to help out other people in the process. So people seem to enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep doing it until I don't have anything else to blow out, so to speak. But that's what I got for you this time, guys. Just a quick little video, a quick little update, a couple little how-tos. I hope they helped you out. If you have any questions or anything, just leave your comments down below. But I appreciate you, as always, watching this video. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye. When they hear that cha-ching and they all look at me, I guess they'll know I'm buying this crap.